And welcome TV watchers, Jabba here with you in Sydney for the last inaugural Big Day Out. It's the Big Day Out 97, it's the last one, and it's been going for 6 years now. When it first started, it was just a bit of a one-off festival. Here Nirvana played, and then since then the Smashing Pumpkins have come, Sonic Youth have played, every big band has come here and broken through to the whole world. Well, kind of. Coming up over the next hour, you can expect us to cover all the highlights of the day, plus we'll be talking to Fear Factory, UMI, Powderfinger, The Prodigy, plus quite a few more. I think you'll be surprised. So be watching over the next hour for all the action here at the Big Day Out.
A punch in that face.
Now listen, we're about to play. It's going to be a tremendous show. I'm vibed, I'm psyched, I'm ready to rock. I don't know if this is an appropriate moment to bring it up, but I would like to dare you, Jabba.
I'm always keen for a bit of a dare, depending on what it is, of course.
Well, I reckon that I would like to see your naked buttocks.
Well, I can arrange that for you here right now.
No, not now. But whilst we're singing the song, I'll give you a set list and everything so you can work out when we're playing it. Whilst we're singing the song, I couldn't find my pants today, I think it's probably better that way.
That's kind of a dare I'm prepared to take. What will you give me if I do that dare?
I will give you two kisses on each cheek, which, you know, in itself is probably worth, you know, it's priceless, really, a kiss on the buttocks from myself. 40,000 yen. 40,000 yen, I like it. Now, well, speaking of Japan, I mean, Friends of Rhyme have just been there. Yeah, well done. You've studied up on the media technique. Well, I mean, we'll go to the gigs in Japan in a second, but the virtual chicken, have you heard anything of this? I think that you're making this up as you go along, Jabba. I did not see anything like a virtual chicken.
How many gigs did you do?
We did 4 shows with Rocket from the Crypt, and that was in the space of 8 days. So we did like 3 in a row, and then had a break of like 4 days or something, and then did another gig. Japan was a tremendous experience, and hopefully we'll get to go back there. I think we got another tour booked for December.
Well, I'm psyching up. I'm here at the Friends of Rhyme stage. The song's about to come on. I'm about to get up there and moon 35,000 people. They say I'm gutless. Well, let's go and prove them wrong.
Even though I'm asking for the vision from the cast, there's something out of better than to walk into the trust. I couldn't find my pants today.
Soundgarden, UMI, The Prodigy, Supergrass.
Now, fashion. What kind of fashion is essential at the big day out to survive the day?
Everything that doesn't go together.
Throwaway stuff.
Combat gear, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's make sure that I have all the black lined up together, you know.
black underpants.
I know, we just like the black shirt look. It's simple, it's easy.
Comfortable clothes, comfortable shoes, thick socks, tight shoes, so you don't lose them in the mosh pit.
Actually, I think I wore this last night. Yeah, I did wear this last night.
Can you just pan on his shirt there?
I don't know, that's the style.
I suppose that was one collar in, one collar out. Maybe that's a style, I don't know.
I'm just scared shitless of getting myself beaten up for wearing a dress.
Well, the excitement is just not abating here at the big day out in Sydney. We have Supergrass with us now. Just as a plant collapses behind me. How strange. Now, Gaz, Mick and Danny, how are you, thrivers?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
Yeah, good.
Really good, yeah.
Now, you're not actually a dad, Gaz. It's these two that are dads of the crew. I mean, have they turned since they became dads?
Yeah, they've gone really weird, actually. Started swinging. They've just gone really weird. They've lost all their spark.
Can you remember being introduced to music as a bub?
Don't know really. It's probably when I was about 5 or something. Just kept hearing music. Sesame Street used to be the one really. Yeah. So just always used to get into the Sesame Street music, which is really cool. Theme tunes, Top of the Pops theme tunes. Yeah, lounging around. You can't beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Would you find you pick up people's accents when you tour the world?
He does, yeah. You just talk really slowly in foreign countries, like. So we have been going for about 2 years, and
understand the word you're saying.
we play in a 3-piece band.
The album's not coming out till April. In It for the Money. What a great title. Was that, did you think of that on the spur of the moment, or it was kind of, you built a word a day?
Well, that was the original working title for the album. Then we went through a syndrome of picking up loads of really crap names. Then we just went back to that, because basically that's what it's all about.
Now, is fashion a big thing in the Supergrass mind? When you get up in the morning and you think, well, we've got a gig today. I mean, is this what you're going to be wearing on stage, or you kind of do the...
This is what we just wear normally anyway, really.
I've gone for a bit of a safari look for the last couple of days though.
I don't know.
Nice beige outfit.
It's more kind of light. I'm just keeping in mind the fact that the light clothes reflect the sun, so I'm just want to keep cool. It just happens to look stupid.
I think Mick looks like he's from Australia. I mean, this is what people wear around here, jeans. And are you Australian?
No, my brother's here. He lives in Melbourne, and he gave me these jeans so I'd fit in and wouldn't feel out of place here. So.
I'm so intuitive. What about you, Danny? Have you brought this fashion in from abroad? Did you declare it with customs?
Actually, I think I brought all this here.
Have you ever played in the nude?
We always like to look... No, not really, no. We always like to look good, but, don't really care that much. I used to play in dresses a lot. I played in boxer shorts once or twice, yeah.
You feel like Mandy Smith in a dress. It's quite...
We did a French TV show, we all dressed up as women, did that.
Did you cop a bit of flack out in the street? Did you go out into the street in the women's gear?
No, never.
Might be a laugh one day, but...
Okay, because, in the public here in Australia, a few people get G'd up if you're in women's clothing, so,
I think it's cool, man. If you want to.
Yeah. Blend the genders.
The thing is, my girlfriend reckons that makeup looks better on blokes anyway, so...
She a big Kiss fan?
No, not really. She's a great kisser, though.
on the steps that kind of, lead on to the rest of the world. But here in the main arena, Offspring are on stage. And as you can see, they're, going down pretty well with the fans, that kind of thing. But Offspring are so punk and so rich that they wouldn't speak to us or let us film them. So you just have to, get a bit of a back on this mic. There they are, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And there they are on stage being loved by the masses. Offspring. Well, we're out on the big day and we're here at the Lily Pad stage, which is managed by this man here, Duck Pond. What are the highlights of the Lily Pad stage this year?
The Pal Massage was a highlight. Killer Ray in Auckland was a highlight.
Describe Killer Ray in Auckland.
Killer Ray's a 65-year-old man who's played with some of the jazz greats, Oscar Peterson. He knows a lot of stuff, and he had the whole stage going off for about 2 hours in Auckland. Just mad, through the roof, completely crazy.
What about this dog food event that happened in the Gold Coast?
It was like a spontaneous thing that happened after we were rubbing sunscreen onto people's backs. Someone just had the idea, let's get a can of Pal and massage some dog food onto his back. And then the dog, who was meant to have the Pal, was licking it off the guy's back.
I mean, truly, this is the uniquest stage at the big day out because it's different in every city completely, isn't it?
Yeah, we just rely on the local Looney Tunes to keep things going for us. Every city is different. No one knows what's going on next.
Now, are you going to be performing today on the Lily Pad, Duck Pond? I mean, what's your special shtick?
I did a bit of nude breakdancing in Melbourne, spontaneous. I think my mum's got a bit of footage of that. She's just been watching it over the last few days and sort of going through and cutting it. A lot of it's on the cutting room floor.
But with that in mind, we better go and find some other part of the big day out here in Sydney. Thanks, Duck Pond.
Thanks, Jabba.
Red's Premier Cut.
Do you ever have sex before you go on?
Oh, no.
Straight after?
No.
It's hard to play drums after
sex.
Oh, okay.
Not in front of you anyway, because I know what you like.
Now, the last time we spoke, Powderfinger were actually, preparing to embark on this national Big Day Out tour. You've done 3 gigs so far: Auckland, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Sydney today. Is it a thrill?
Oh yeah. It's very special. Very special.
Big holiday.
Well, I'm kind of amazed by Powderfinger's versatility because a couple of years ago you supported Pantera. Since then you've done all these kind of, indie festivals or whatever, and you've also supported Crowded House on the steps of the Opera House. I mean, the diversity, where does it, was it planned?
Yeah, we're a covers band, basically.
Well, I know you've done a Clouds cover. Well, no, you've ripped off 2 words from a Clouds song, but, there's probably the in a lot of songs. Have you noticed anyone on the tour with particularly good or bad fashion?
Yeah.
Prodigy have got good fashion.
Prodigy are very stylish chaps, but Baz, who's tour manager of UMI, he has some special gear.
Yeah.
He's always wearing some sexy stuff.
This is what happens when you moon someone on stage. Have you met the Powderfinger guys?
Drummer from Frenzal Ram.
Frenzal Ass.
Have you heard about
Frenzal Nord, Frenzal Brom. Speaking of fashion, could I just show you what I got in Japan that was very fashionable? Pan down, please.
Here we go. A wrist bracelet.
A wrist bracelet.
An ankle bracelet. And what does it say, Nat?
Well, contrary to popular belief, it does not say I have no talent or penis. It basically says live your life well, respect, no regrets, all that kind of bullshit.
And then here you come barging into this interview. You come in here barging into this interview. Tell you what, we'll keep him under our arm. Did you ever want to go backstage when you were a youngster? Have you ever had people jump the fence to, come and touch Powderfinger?
No, not to touch us. I suppose I probably wanted to when I was a youngster, but I've got too much respect.
You wanted to touch yourself?
Yeah, I often wanted to touch myself when I was a youngster, but of course I never did. I had a Catholic upbringing, so I would have been struck down by the Lord.
Thank God for the Pope. He's banned smoking now too.
Tell us, is that not from touching myself?
That's what all drummers say. Now, Living Type. Living Type was the last single to come out. What's the next single we can expect from Powderfinger?
Take Me In, which is on the album, obviously, coming out in March.
Uprising takes me in. The crimes I'm fighting break my skin. See uprising takes me in. I don't know how far to go. Oh, I don't know. You might take me in. 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 These rules and systems are losing ground. What I believe in is breaking down. This blind direction is lost and found. I don't know how far to go. Oh, I don't know. You might take me in. You might take me in. You might take me in. You might take me in.
Now, bit of a pause in the day's proceedings. We have Ken West here now. Ken, along with Vivian Lees, is the promoter behind the Big Day Out. Ken, how are you?
Tired.
Tired. That happens on this tour.
Yeah.
Can you remember?
Too much sleep.
Too much sleep. Yeah. Now, can you remember the day that you had the idea for the Big Day Out?
It kind of grew, so it wasn't a lightning bolt, it was just kind of something that was worked up, a bit like a thesis.
It sounds like a pretty huge concept to start with. I mean, what was the first thing that entered your head? 2 stages, or how about something at the showgrounds, or?
Basically, it's like, I really like the Easter show, but I thought it'd be a good idea to get rid of the animals and replace them with bands. But I like the carnival atmosphere, and just tried to tread the reverence and irreverence process of that you can actually have fun and amuse yourself apart from getting drunk and picking fights.
As Dino Cazares from Fear Factory said to me, he said if this was in LA, someone would die today. Not from natural causes, but there'd be someone going, hey.
We'd be a drive-by.
What would have been some highlights and lowlights of the Big Day Out for you?
The lowlights doing interviews in public places. Highlights are making it work. And one of the biggest highlights was at 3 o'clock this morning sitting here, because it's the magical twilight zone when there's only about 10 people left here apart from some security guards, and it's as pristine as it's ever going to be, and then 4 hours later you're going to totally fuck it up.
Coming up, UMI, Fear Factory, The Prodigy, Soundgarden.
Well, Puntertron's back in the backstage, larger-than-life grandstand. We're here with Fear Factory, Dino Cazares, Burton Seabell, Raymond Herrera, and Christian Oldie Walbers. Now, what a mouthful. I mean, we're here at the Big Day Out. You guys are taking the place of Sepultura. I mean, maybe you could let us in on, what the deal was there. What happened to the Seps?
Well, it's really unfortunate that, Max had to get his knee, had, surgery in it, and Igor, had some problems in Brazil, had to go back home. And, we're just really happy to be here and just, to do the Big Day Out, the last one. And all I got to say is at least there's some heavy band playing on the Big Day Out.
Yeah, well, last year we had Rage Against the Machine. The year before we've had Ministry. Before that, Nirvana. So I mean, it has been, it's always kind of had dance music, rock music, heavy music, and the kids, they seem to be pretty stoked with the Fear Factory. Have you had a chance to meet many fans since you've been here?
Oh, every time after we play, we always go out and talk to the fans, and there's a lot of them out there, more than I realize actually.
Have you come across any Fear Factory tattoos on fans?
A lot, actually.
Yeah, even security guards.
You're kidding? Where here in Australia?
I think it was Gold Coast.
Yeah. Any new tattoos?
I just got a tattoo in Melbourne at Chapel Graphics by Scott Glenn. Just did this. This is old, but all this is new. So.
Is it scabbed yet, or it's like 2 days old or something?
Yeah, it's like 3 days old, so it's starting to scab up now. It's a little dirty right now.
Oh, wow!
Very colorful. This guy, his name is...
Is that in Melbourne as well?
Yeah, Dave Rand. No, actually Sydney, yesterday.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be one of Australia's #1 tattoo artists.
And are you shooting some stuff on video? You've still only got one film clip, the replica. We've been playing the live stuff on Amped, but don't tell anyone. Have you got any other film clips coming?
I think we're going to do a video for one of the remixes for Remanufacture.
Is that ever going to come out?
Yeah, it's going to come out in March. We were actually waiting for some mixes from the Prodigy, but it's unfortunate that they got to finish their album, so they ain't going to be able to do it until later on. So we're going to release that and then do a single later and have the Prodigy remix the single and so on and so on.
Like a 12-inch single by the Prodigy, and it'll be cool.
And has that come about through this this tour where you've met them, or you met them prior to this?
This is the first time we've met them, but we've been talking to them, by phone, telling them what, we're interested in them doing a remix for us.
Yeah, I think we get along with those guys the best on the whole tour. I think we share a lot in common.
Yeah, we all get along really well. Those guys are just amazing.
Now, the Fear Factory sound, how's it coming across in the live gigs and stuff and these festival things? Raymond, you're on a drum riser that seems to be rolling almost off the edge of the stage. Does it feel like you're playing in a tent as opposed to the normal gigs you'd be doing?
No, not really. It's of course, it takes a little bit of adjustment the first song, but usually after the first song, it just rages.
You mean Fear Factory from Los Angeles in America? Please make them welcome.
This is a rebel song. This is South Bias Resist Top.
This is the face of anguish down below us. Disappointed youngsters who have missed out on tickets to the big day out and now risk their life and their reputation as they scale the fences to get in and see what kind of action they're missing out on. I think perhaps our presence here has alerted the security guard to the fact that they're here and they're going to try another area now. There is the security in this peculiar game of cat and mouse that will be enacted out all day here at the big day out. A young man has tried to jump the fence and now it looks like the first of a long line of criminal offences. This young man is being led away into police custody. This is really the end of his life. He's going downhill from now and the door's being shut. That's another sad life ruined by The Rock. And now what do you think goes on backstage if someone's trying to steal my pass?
I wouldn't know, but I'd like to find out.
Probably a lot of alcohol, a few drugs.
Lots of drug taking, I think.
Drugs. It's like heaven, you know, drugs, women.
This is so nice to come, backstage. I mean, you've got all the luxuries.
Not a lot of people can afford foil.
I mean, look, you've got everything you could possibly want in here. So it's not surprising everyone wants to get back in here and sprawl out on the plush carpet and... You know what I mean?
It's amazing what, the whole kind of the misconceptions they have of backstage. There's bowls of drugs and they're all, got their shovels out and stuff. But as you can see, it's a bit of lino, a few chairs, a bit of ice. No drugs, nothing.
I think ultimately people will be disappointed. They get back here and what do you have? People relaxing in the rooms, maybe some people eating, drinking a beer. You got some urinals, portable urinals.
A few pot plants, a bit of AstroTurf.
It's not going to change your life, or it's not going to make you happy, right?
What would you do if you actually got backstage?
I'd chat to them. I'd go up and chat.
Some personal questions.
Get autographs.
Steal the guitars.
I'll get me shirt signed by all the bands.
Is backstage all that exciting?
Yeah, when I'm back there, yeah.
No, I haven't had exciting times here, no. Just with you, Jabba, when I see you, it's always a laugh.
Well, you've livened it up a bit, so yeah.
Thanks very much.
Let's just have a laugh now. Jabba here in Sydney at the big day out with pretty special guest, UMI. Something that a lot of people overlook is that the chemistry that's needed in a band to be able to go on the road and play every day, that kind of thing.
If I'm going to sit there and play the drums, I can't think of anybody better to look at than these two buggers. So it's cool being in the centre of the maelstrom, as it were. And when I look over and I see Timmy flying through the air and Andy grooving away, it's it's a good feeling. It's I don't know. It's what I'm there for, is to play the drums, have a bloody good time, and I always do generally because I'm playing with these buggers. And it's cool.
I think bands become successful quickly, then they realise we don't actually like each other, sometimes, and we actually do like each other, so that's kind of cool.
We get a lot of questions about how it is being playing in front of more people and getting awards and just generally becoming more popular. I was just thinking, at the end of the night, you're pretty much just in someone's minibar with Russell and Andy and me, and so you've really pretty much just got to do it to feel good about each other, and any attempts to just further that popularity or keep a hold of that, well, it's probably in Rez's interests in that. We can't really concentrate on that, but just concentrate on trying to make good music and get real drunk and have an absolutely flipping good time in the process, which thankfully we're doing.
Soundgarden, there's the old school connection when they came out here for the big day out the first time. They saw you guys, thought you were stoked, thought you were excellent, took you to the States and that kind of thing. Is it good seeing them again, playing with them again?
It's fine. I think we're a little sick of being asked about them, though. But no, they're nice, very, very good people and a good band. And I think a lot of people miss some of the subtleties of that band. And but oh well, most people don't get much, so that's fine. And yeah, it is good to answer you honestly. Yeah.
I was wondering if they might have noticed a change in your sound from when they first heard of you, kind of thing. And
the fact that they're trying to get us off all the shows, maybe they're not too pleased with it.
That might have been something to not bring up there. All right, let's talk about Idiot Box. Idiot Box is a soundtrack that you've put together. That's probably something else you've talked about a lot recently. Maybe you've got a bit of a PR spiel.
No, I just think it's a good record. I think it's the best Australian soundtrack to come out for donkeys, probably since Picnic at Hanging Rock or Sunday Too Far Away. This one is a good soundtrack, and just because the bands who are involved in it are have a lot of strong personalities within the band, so it was a real blast to actually record. A really good experience, and I think there's a lot of really good songs on there, and I think the film's great.
Any of you guys actually in Idiot Box?
I actually play the part of Ben Mendelsohn, who plays the part of Kev. So,
so plastic surgery, that kind of thing.
No, I just developed an arse and built myself up a bit. He's a pretty sturdy chap.
Fashion is something we're talking about with people here at the big day out, and you know, there's kind of mixed responses. Some people are saying, yeah, I think about it a lot, and other people go, as if I would ever think about it. Do you ever think about what you're going to wear at the big day out for your show in the morning?
We wear things like we wear a uniform, because the kids, man, they want to rock, they just don't know how. So it's our duty to show the way. And if that sounds egotistical, well, you're damn right.
Thanks.
How to scratch only a cottage underneath the Claypool Bridge. And now every boy with a knitted vest has got some precedent. So take a personality pill and something bittersweet. And now every fire has gone out, every heart wanted to kill. Let's call it a day. Every thought that once had sound will have to hide till the ones around. Cause there ain't no room in your city today. Connections that you just can't say. Found out what shame can mean. Club sneakers and great jeans. And every walk to school once made sense. Felt like an accident. Let's call it a day. Every trouble you found, there's a drink to lose and drown. Do you need somebody to feel somebody? Every day we shut down, we'll have to hide till the one's around. Don't hate, just feel better when no one else is around. So take a personality pill and something hits a swell. And now every fire's gone out, every heart wants to kill. It's going today. Alright! Every trouble you found, there's a drink to lose in a town. But do you need somebody to feel somebody? Shave a million ways to make you sure it's not mistakes. But do you need somebody to feel somebody?
Coming up next, the Prodigy Soundgarden.
Hey, do you ever try and hear directing traffic outside the boiler room here at the big day out? As you can see, it kind of looks like all the other big white blow-up things that are here, but inside is a very different affair. There's virtually no light. As we all know, ravers, you know, they prefer the dark, that kind of thing. But on the walls are amazing visuals. And just a little while ago, a few weeks ago, in fact, we went and had a talk to the winners of the big day out video competition.
What? You heard me. I didn't hear you. I said anybody would need a damn psychiatrist if they lived with you. Oh, is that right? You'll find out later.
Well, the pressure's on. We're here at Backstage, and a very peculiar part of Backstage, a very special part, a very foily part. It is, of course, the Prodigy's trailer. We have Keith here, we have Liam here, we have Maxim here, and we have Leroy here. Now, we were talking about remixes before with Fear Factory, and they said that you guys were good enough to, you know, to be interested in remixing their stuff, because the last time we spoke, you said, you know, all these 80s artists were coming out and saying, hey, can you remix our stuff? Why Fear Factory? What's the attraction there?
I haven't said I was going to do it. Oh yeah. Basically said once I finish the album, that might better do something, you know.
Have you decided on a name yet for the album?
Probably going to be called The Fat of the Land.
The Fat of the Land. You're not going with the year 2000 or the... I don't know. Maybe it's trying... Because we're having the Olympics here, maybe they're trying to tie it in, you know. Prodigy will open the Olympics.
Two names going around at the moment. People think it's called, and I must just say it isn't. It's not called Mind Blower. And it's not called Year 2000. What, two crap titles?
If anyone who knew the band really thought we would call it Two, if anyone who was into the band really thought that we would call it either Mind Blower or Year 2000, they don't know us.
Did you ever think of touring on a yacht this time around? And now that I'm looking at the question, I'm going to, you know, I wonder what was in my mind when I was thinking that.
The thing is, it's all down to speed. And not the speed you was on when you thought of the question. More like we went to 30 countries last year, and 30 countries by yacht would be fantastic to do as a sort of lifetime trip. But to try and fit them all in a year, you know, I think it'd be nigh on impossible. So no yachts, only planes. Sorry.
The way you actually talk, you know, and the way you conduct your interview is quite Rolf Harris style.
Really?
We like Rolf.
Oh,
it's
really?
not that we've got anything against him.
I've heard, you know, he did that Stairway to Heaven cover. Well, apparently he's going to do the Firestarter cover. Firestarter, you know, the wobble board and stuff. Have you ever heard Firestarter covered anywhere?
Yeah. We heard the Pumpkins, Smashing Pumpkins. They did it in Brixton in London, and a few other shows. I think they did it in France and a few other places. And presidents of the United States, they were covering it as well. So that's pretty cool. So we weren't too upset about that.
The video clip for Firestarter is pretty simple. You know, you're there in the train tunnel going, ah! And then for Breathe, it seems heaps more intricate. You know, is there a story behind the Breathe film clip?
There's a story behind the Firestarter one. We basically did it in a day and thought of the whole video in a day because we did one video which we thought was crap once we finished it, and we thought, well, we're not going to use that, let's try another one, and did the other one in a day. So that's why it's pretty simple. But that's what the song's simple. It doesn't need it to be any more complicated, you know?
Does it feel good being the only band that's really just, you know, one guy with 6 keyboards and 3 other guys running around? Oh, you do have the guitarist and stuff, but it's a very different lineup to what most of the people out there are used to seeing.
I mean, even if people don't like it, you know, they can at least break the kind of, not the monotony, because obviously every band's different, but like break the same drummer, guitarist and vocalist. They can break that even if they're not into it, just for a little while, give people a little breather or something, I don't know. But most people seem to be into it, so this kind of works for us, you know.
Yeah. They just sort of cover something there. It's, you sort of said to Liam, you do the music and you got 3 other guys running around.
As in,
like headless chickens.
No, I mean running around going. I did say running around going. Ah.
All right.
Should have elaborated on going. Ah.
Yeah,
running around singing. Ah to the whole crowd and the, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, I got to.
As you were.
Sorry. Thank you. Do you think you'll ever play in space?
We know nothing about space, or the future, or the internet.
You must know a bit about technology. How much? I mean, Liam over there in the corner has obviously got his head.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we all know things about technology. Do you know what I mean? But you know, you got to separate the two. Technology is technology, and music is music. Do you know? And people get the two confused. They think that technology goes with music, and music is the future of technology, which is wrong.
Otherwise, people would be buying the latest Razor and sampling the buzz from it.
He's absorbing Liam. Is in the corner and he's thinking, I might try that. I might have a bit of a song. Is there anything any things like that you have sampled that you've been particularly proud of?
Sampled my girlfriend's dildo.
On what speed?
78 RPM.
Once a big day out's finished, you know, and hopefully there'll be other things coming up, other festivals or whatever.
Yeah.
it's always such good buzz coming here. So, and like if this is the last big day out, there should be something else happening. So we'll be back anyway.
I'm actually starting my own festival. So, guys, you were actually the first act I was going to ring. It's kind of, budget rates, and then I'm asking people to pay for free, or play for free. So, if you're interested, I'll give you my card, that kind of thing.
As long as you play for the flight, then we'll come over and we'll do it.
I'll pay for the flight? All right. Yeah, it'd be the best.
You fit like another 5 gigs either side, which are good work,
Okay.
Where are you holding it then?
Well, my mum's got this huge backyard and they've just drained the pool, so I thought that's where the skate ramp would be, and up on the deck we'd have the bands and stuff, and in the bathroom there's a bit of a, we could have the boiler room and stuff. So we'll go and do some renovations, and when you come back, I'll take you out to my mum's place. The Prodigy, thanks for spending time with us.
Been there, we've stayed there.
We've already been there.
Mum.
Psychosomatic! 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 Psychosomatic addiction. Play my life. Inhale, Lord of mental. Play my game. Exhale. Psychosomatic. You're the addict. That's it. Let the lyric. Inhale. Jump in. Oh God, little more volume. I introduce to you something rude. It's like cooked food. Psychosomatic. Don't worry, don't panic. I'm the MC with the lyrics. Jump in. Bring the pressure. Come play my game, I'll test ya. Psychosomatic addiction. Bring the pressure. Come play my game, I'll test ya. Psychosomatic addiction. Come play my game. Inhale. Come play my game. Exhale. Chop mix. Chop. Psychosomatic. No need to panic. I'm the MC, who's the addict. Chop mix. Chop mix. Chop mix. Everybody! It's yours! Everybody in the boiler room tonight! You're the psycho! Traumatic, panic reserve. Beat the pressure. Come play my game, I'll test ya. Circle, traumatic, panic reserve. Come play my game. Inhale, inhale, what a mental. Come play my game. Exhale, exhale, exhale.
Hi, well, I'm excited and you should be at home too, because right now we have with us Kim Thale from Soundgarden. Kim, how are you doing today?
Oh, just fine, I suppose.
You suppose? Well, you can only suppose ever, I suppose.
As fine as I can be for you guys here today.
Straight off the top, I mean, you guys, when you first got together, presumably just got together to play music, and now it's kind of, you know, your profile's huge in the world, that kind of thing. I mean, do kind of a lot of people overlook the fact that you did just get to, you know, where you started off?
Well, you didn't. Obviously, you're aware of it. I think there are people who are aware of that. Some people might think that we're just something that popped out of a magazine or something. National Geographic in our case.
The flame similarities in on the cover artwork on down on the upside, and also Super Unknown.
Well, Super Unknown, it isn't flame. It was a photograph of the band taken in a Mylar sheet that Kevin Westerberg, you know, he's done a lot of the photography for us, some Jane's Addiction, a number of other bands. He decided to pose us in front of this Mylar sheet and kind of move it so it distorts the image, and that's what we got there. As far as down on the upside, there's an artist who treated this photograph afterwards, and it might look like flame. To me, it looks like someone spilled mustard all over a tablecloth.
Maybe I have, you know, maybe Prodigy Firestarter, you know, maybe flames are in my head. Knights of the Round Table, how much involvement do you have with that? Which is incidentally Soundgarden's fan club.
I do know a few bands are definitely more involved with their fan club than us. I know some bands are far less involved. I don't write the newsletter, and so let's just say maybe not greatly involved.
You Make Me Sick, I Make Music. Is that Chris Cornell's publishing company, or it's Soundgarden's? And
it's Chris's. My publishing company is In One Ear, Out Your Mother.
Yeah, I love the play on words of these two titles. Where does In One Ear and Out Your Mother come from?
Well, you know, it's that the cliche, in one ear, out the other. You know, it has some music references there.
So it's just a throwaway line, in one ear and out your mother.
Well, he's suggesting that what I do may be a diuretic for your parents.
Excellent. Now, what about Australians? Are there any Australians you're familiar with apart from perhaps UMI?
Well, sure, the Beast Suburban, and you know, back in the late '80s, there was a connection between Seattle and Australia with Go-Go Records and Sub Pop in Seattle. So a number of us would listen to bands like Celibate Rifles, the Seminole Rats, Cosmic Psychos. Of course, they're licensed on Sub Pop in Seattle. UMI, Beast Suburban. I mean, definitely. Australia. It seems like every other band in Australia is a great band, which is more than I can say for the U.S.
What does it feel like they're up there, you know, with just 6 strings and a bit of wood, a couple of amps behind you?
Well, there's a degree of anxiety, I'm sure. It's a little bit. I think someone would be lying if they said that they weren't nervous by the experience, but in a way, it brings out the entertainer in you. Once again, we didn't get into this in order to be entertainers. We were songwriters and musicians, and I use that terminology loosely as well. So it's a bit nerve-wracking, and you have the amp wall behind you and the guitar, which I suppose is both your armor and your sword.
Black Hole Sun, that was a bit of an acoustic number when I saw it. Is that the way you're touring it?
Yeah. It's a big hit. It's a big pop hit or whatever, and the band didn't want to beat it to death, so our fans want to hear it, and I think we'd easily get burned out playing that. So this is the best way to perform it.
You
at the front of the big day out. The whole thing's finished. Soundgarden have come off stage. I'm scrounging in my pocket now for the $2 that will see me home. Tonight we've seen The Prodigy, we've seen UMI, we've seen Powderfinger, we've seen Supergrass, we've seen Fear Factory, we've seen Soundgarden, we've seen them all, we've seen every band that counts, and we've seen the State Transit State Bus, which is after all probably the most exciting thing ever. Sydney Bus, damn right, damn right. So without any further ado, I hope you enjoyed the Big Day Out special, and I hope someone out there has an enterprising young mind and they think of a similar festival and start the whole thing all over again. See you next time.